Up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's...
Just me, guys. Welcome, dudes and dudesses. Today we are starting off flying over the wonderful Isle of St. Marcus with its old cathedral, churches, monasteries, and inside of it, a modern base. Today we're gonna be starting off, of all places, in my cellar. I can't remember if I've shown you this before. This is my cellar, if I haven't, and that's a cupboard. It's an empty cupboard, but you probably know this trick. In there, there's a secret door to what is best described as my best bet as a storage room right now. It isn't much, but it's what I've got. And if we go further in, there's not there, then it's a bit further here. Nether warts, because we're going to be making fire resistance potions. We're going to the nether. And some of these, thank you. And some of these. And we make one of those. Good to go. And this is the secret entrance we built an episode or two back into. Yes. The buzzing bun base. But first, before we get to that part, we need to make fire resistant potions like this. And then, last time we built up this bee breeder. And I'm happy to say it's working. We got a lot of beehives. I changed out the door though. I'll get back to that. I removed the pressure plates because the bees were flying down on them and getting out. And I also changed out the door from an observer to a torch based, because not only did the bees fly out, but when I was going on it, sometimes it got stuck in open position. So yeah, I had to change this. This is not so nice, but it's more functional. So we have 8 beehives now. We're only going to be using 7, but this means that we can now get honey, and which means, of course, that we can get honey blocks that we need. But we're not going to be harvesting this way. We're going to be making a real honey farm, automatic honey farm in there. This is the place I've imagined that we need to make it in. And just in case you're new to the series, this is our secret entrance. This is our long hallway. This is basically a mess. And then this hallway is going to continue. And in here is the main room where we have our Phineas board, where we keep track of what we're doing. And I kind of worked on this since the last episode. I put in the ceiling, as you can see, and I really like it a lot. The kitchen hood up there is actually a way down to an end portal that we've moved here because we're 40,000 blocks away from spawn, and I need to do these walls. And hello? I think we got pests. Right, let me just finish this wall. And up here, I still kept this platform, and I kept the window, and I put in some light. I love that because we're on a Mycelium Island, we can really play with the light. I even placed my bed here because it's kind of cozy. So let me just sleep and set my spawn. Right, good morning. And this is my favorite part of the base so far. I don't know what I'm gonna do in this room, but I really love this view. It's majestic, and you can see the sand duper down there. Really like it. What I don't like is the hallway. We need to clean it up. So let me start by doing this. Of course, it has to be white concrete because nothing screams modern or Bond like white concrete. So we're just going to be doing like this and continuing the style that we have in the entrance with smooth stone, iron, and then let me see, glass on top. Don't I have any more concrete? I really need to get myself a sorting system. I I've been looking at sorting systems, and they're huge. I think I'm going to with kind of the rapscallion new sorting system, but that's going to be another episode. So let's just clean out this room. I really need to make myself a concrete maker because I'm doing these holes everywhere, but I must admit there's something immensely satisfying about this. I will miss it. Right, we built up the walls. Let's go up here and look. So now we just need to put in the glass and the roof, which will be the same as in the bee breeding room. Just let's go like this, and I'll get back to you when it's all done. Alright, I lied. I had a change of heart. I want to do the honey farm in here where you can actually see it in the main room. After all, bees are a huge thing in my world, and they even named an update after it. Bees and something. Some people don't like the buzzing of bees. I happen to like them a lot. By the way, I fixed the door on the other side, so it's both sides now. But honey farms can be very productive, and in either case, I always want a way to turn off. They have the ability to turn off a farm, and the only way I can think of is pistons, pushing pistons up in front of the beehive. So it's going to be something like this. And then it's going to be a fairly standard design. I'm going with a comparator design, not observer design. So we just need to put in these hoppers and more hoppers. And even more hoppers. So, right, then we have a place to put down our comparators like this. And, oh yeah. Right down there's a big cove I haven't showed you, but it's really close, so it's tight quarters. Redstone, and voila, we're done. And this is what it looks like from the big room, unfortunately. Because this is what it should look like from the big room. Let's go back, you see it? Yeah, the pistons are in front of the flowers. They need to be behind the flowers. Otherwise the bees will keep on making honey. But yeah, now we just need to make a way to power the pistons like this. Nice. Now we're waiting for the bees to go into the beehive so we can harvest them. I'm tired of waiting. Let's go to the nether instead. Right then, let's go to the portal in the cathedral. And of course it's night. Why didn't the bees sleep? So, oh, what do I see? These brown cows are actually rather seldom. We need to do something with them at one point. I have dug down just outside the portal, away from the lava lake, and I think we have to be at level 15. And I'm just going to do a montage. Ready, let's go! Alright dudes, we got 20 pieces of ancient debris. That's enough to cover our back for a while. Alright, the bees are sleeping. Let's just quickly harvest these beehives. We don't need all 7, but we do... what am I saying? We need 7, we don't need all 8. Six, 7. Let's go in here. And let's just put them in their place before the bees wake up. And voila, they're safe in there. Nice. Time for a well-deserved snack. We're really gonna need these orange blocks for a lot of things, so let's... Oh, hang on. Oops! Right, we just fixed that, nobody saw it, no bees escaped. That could have ended badly. So, as I was saying, we really need the honey blocks for a lot of things. What's it? That's strange. We really need the honey blocks for a lot of things, so let's get those bees on their way. Come out, wherever you are. Come out. Come. Alright, let's help it along. Oh, I missed it. I slipped the wrong way, but there you see it. All the bees are out and they're starting to produce honey right now. So we need to put in a chest, probably a bigger chest, like this. And yeah, right now they're not going into the chest because we haven't got enough glass bottles in there. So if they are firing, they will be sucking the honey bottles back into the dispensers. If you don't know how this works, the comparator is detecting that the beehive is filling up, and when it's totally full, it will reach a power level of 5 and then powering the dispenser, pushing out a bottle. But we need to put in a lot more glass bottles, because if it's not full, it will suck it back into the dispenser. So yeah, let's get a lot of glass bottles. And yeah, there you see it. It's already sucking some in, but we just need to fill them all up like this. And let's see, let's put the rest up here. Now they should all be full. Let me see. Luckily I got a sand duper and I got a super smelter, even though it's an XP vault that doesn't work anymore. So it's not a big deal to make glass bottles. I guess that's how the bee sees me? Well, yeah. But while we're waiting for honey, we mustn't forget that the reason we're building this base, which I love by the way, is because we need to build out the entire islands with buildings. And we actually haven't built anything since we started this series. So here I am at my tree farm. It's a very advanced, sophisticated tree farm. Let me show you how it works. You go into this bubble elevator, and it's actually a good vantage point. You can see over there we have the light tower and one of our iron farms, and that's the whole monastery and church. And what we do is we take an axe and we drop down, and then almost automatically we harvest wood. Like this. And the reason I'm harvesting wood is because I have an idea that I want to make a primarily wood house today. So I'm just going to be at this for a while so I can get a lot of spruce wood logs. Oh, it's always clogged in here. And normally these just decay and fall down and gets caught by the hoppers, most of them anyway. But when I'm doing it like this, I usually just bone meal them again, and then I'm at it again. So we got a lot of wood, and what are we going to be building today? we're going to be building very close to our own house. Because there's this. Yes, it's an ugly eyesore. It's just something I put there to have an idea of where the roads were going and so on. So we're going to be building this small house today. And as I said, I have an idea of making it with wood. Mostly wood. I've not yet decided what it needs to be, what kind of house it is. But let's try and put in some wood and see where this takes us. What? What? How? Hello? What are you doing? There's no one in there. Go away. How on... This is a mycelium island. Nobody told you. You didn't get the memo. You're not supposed to spawn here. Where did you spawn? That's not, I have to figure that out. So, now we have a door, an entrance to this place. And we need to put some stairs up there. I think we're gonna have a lantern in the middle. How do we put it? Maybe to each side, I think. Like this, and yeah, that tree has to go. Yep, doesn't work. So, let me get rid of this, and this. Put in this, and this. Alright. Alright, we need to have an entrance to the road on the other side as well. I don't want it to be symmetrical. Nothing about this house should be symmetrical, really. We are doing fairly organic builds here. So something like this. I don't know if it's going to be a double door either. What do you think? See, I worked on it a bit, put in some textures, and let me just show you. I made kind of a strange roof. The roof is actually designed based on how it looks on the inside, and it is a bit strange, I admit it, but I kind of like it. I mean, I don't know what this house is supposed to become, which is a challenge. It's always hard to build when you don't know what the purpose is, and I just did this on the inside, but I like it. I like the roof from the inside a lot. And then, as you can see, I did in some textures to the wall and the floor and so on. I'm liking it. I'm a bit out of practice with this, so let me just try and get some slabs so we can put in another level to the house. Maybe not all the way, because I like there to be somewhere where you can look all the way to the attic or the ceiling, but let's go in and see. How about if we place some slabs down? I know this is very, very simple, and it's mostly the same color, but it's supposed to be a very poor, bland house. There's nothing fancy about it. The only thing we can do fancy is we can make it organic, work with the textures a bit, but it has to be a humble house. So, do I like iron bars? Do I like iron bars as a contrast? Let me see. Nope. Alright, this is the place where I expect you will be seeing the house from most. That is the angle. And I got an idea, because the house is so high on this side, I do think I want to make a cellar in here. So let me just dig out this room in here. I need vines. I'm going through a lot of mossy cobble and bricks, and this is how it looks from the water side. And yeah, it's very low, so you have to crouch to get in here. I kind of like that feeling. And I got this idea. If we go down here, we may actually be able to go all the way to the water, like have a small path going to the water underneath the city wall. Oh, that's the road. We have to block that off. We have to get one lower at least. Let me see. I hope there's room down there. And yeah, this has to be the city wall. Let's just push on, and we're out by the water. Nice. So let's just fly in and take a look at the house. It's not finished. I'm not totally loving it, but it's getting there. So if we go in here, we have a very bland interior, not much. A chest, some kind of table, a stair going upstairs, and a small cupboard in here. Don't know what to use it for yet. And if we go upstairs, you can see we just have 2 beds, quite simple, and a painting. I don't know if I want to keep that, but and if we go down here and outside like this, oh, it's a nice moon. Then we can go and see this angle again, because this is, I believe, where the house will be seen most. It's from this angle. And down to the cellar, we have to crouch to get in here, and it's very dark. It's a very dark and low cellar. It's old, it's smelly, it's damp. That's the feeling I'm going for. And the lighting is achieved with a torch, redstone torch up there. And then if we go down here, we have this path. I mean, it's endangering the security of the city, but it's a night view of the night sky and the moon. Dudes and dudesses, that's all I have time for this time. But if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Bye!